Okay, I just want to play this clip. This is when I was in the hospital last year. I had a kidney surgery, a pretty extensive surgery, and they also did some work on my back a few weeks later. But I'm laying here. This is after I woke up in the recovery. As soon as I woke up, I started recording because I really wanted to hit my vape really bad, and I just started recording to let people know on Facebook how I was doing. But in this, I'm on Dilaudid and Demerol. And I had only been awake for about 15 minutes, and the surgery was 2 hours, I believe. 2 hours, 15 minutes. And I'm playing this clips because I want to show the effects that you have post-op in the recovery, and you're still a little bit high from the drugs that they give you for pain and anesthesia. It's kind of funny.
And it's all about hospital rules and trying to follow the hospital rules and do everything the right way. Not be doing stuff I ain't supposed to be doing at the hospital. Good thing about vapes. No, I ain't feeling nothing now.
See, I don't feel any pain. Pretty high. It's hard for me to talk, but I was fully aware of what was going on. If somebody would have came in and talked to me at that point, I would have been able to have a conversation with them. But let's see how I act.
They gave me Dilaudid for pain, and it's stronger than morphine. And I'm feeling it. I don't feel anything right now. But like I said, this surgery's scheduled around 2 o'clock. They're going to put a stent in. Then I have to come back and they can take it out.
First, they removed 1 stone, and then they were going to let me recover from having the 1 stone removed. They called it that's where they go in and blast the liboscopy, I believe. And they were going to let me recover from that, and then I'd go back in and have a stent put in after I recovered, which they did that same day. They did both of them. And they do it at the same time, though, for some reason.
And then I have to come back, and they have to go in and get the kidney stone. I got a nice view of the... Oh, man. I got a nice view of the... Whoa. I got a nice view of the roof. 6th floor. Oh.
See, I'm up and walking. And Darlie only had exploratory surgery. I had surgery where they actually went up inside my body. I had a 10 milligram stone that was killing me. And I had a 4 and a 6 right behind it. They had to get that 10 out quickly. So they did this surgery where they laser it out. They go up through your junk. And they laser it out. So they got the 10 millimeter out. All right. And they left the 4 and the 6 in and let me recover from the 10 millimeter. And then they were going to put a stent in, hoping I could pass the 4 and the 6 without another liposcopy or whatever. But I'm pretty high here.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Bag of goodies there. They're probably gonna keep me after the surgery.
Still in quite a bit of pain. Because even though they took that out, you can still tell it was there. I mean, that hurt. That's a 10 millimeter stone is pretty significant especially when it's trapped.
So just new hairdo. I gotta have. I don't even wear my hat anymore, so I'm getting old. Hey, let's do it like this. How about that? No.
Yeah, I'm still myself.
Well, a little bit ago I was in pain, but she just shot me up with Dilaudid. So, needless to say, I'm not feeling any pain right now.
My surgery was more extensive than Darlie's exploratory surgery where they sutured up her neck.
Today's the twins' birthday. Yeah.
That day was my twin's birthday. It was August 16th. See how I remembered that, even though I was sedated.
Oh, man. I'm dying. I'm dying. So I officially have I'm off work for 6 weeks, and that ended that job. I had to call him and basically end that job. But as far as man, I feel loopy.
Yeah, I feel loopy, but I'm still coherent.
All right, see you, bye.
The 911 call was Darlie's first opportunity to enter the stage. The second opportunity was when she was questioned at Baylor Hospital by Patterson and Frosch minutes after coming out of surgery. She was they had her sit in the ICU, and then they moved her over to post-op. So it wasn't minutes. I mean, it was relatively shortly after surgery, but it wasn't minutes. She had been given a shot of Demerol and had undergone an hour and a half of anesthesia, which I had anesthesia too. The interview lasted about 40 minutes and an hour. She did not mention items that were supposedly used in the staging. On one hand, her lack of memory could be attributed to the medication and anesthesia. Well, you can see that I was talking about a job that I had to cancel, a 6-week job that I had to cancel because I was off work and they had to replace me for that. I was talking about my kid's birthday. On one hand, her lack of memory could be attributed to that medication and anesthesia, but it could also be argued that the drugs could have acted as a truth serum, causing her to say incriminating things if she was the person responsible for the crime. You'd be so out of it that you tell the truth? The third time she could have entered the stage was on June 8th when she was discharged from the hospital and taken by Rowlett police to the police station, where she was interviewed for about 3 hours. She left the hospital thinking she was going to go to the funeral home, where a viewing was to be held later on that day for the boys. She asked to delay the interview and written statement until after the viewing, but Patterson insisted that she go first to the station. She was told to write down everything she thought was important. At that time, what she considered was the most important was her son's viewing. Well, I'm going to tell you what. They keep blaming the police for leaving, making them late. They keep blaming the police. And Patterson insisted, right? Well, if that was the most important thing to me, for both of them, all you have to say is, am I being detained? Am I under arrest? Because if I'm not under arrest, I'm going. Bye. And that would have been the end of it. They would have been able to go. Now, Darlie, it's reported that Darlie would watch Forensic Files And no, I wouldn't have wrote anything down. They could have waited on that. I wouldn't have. So I just wanted to go through this part about her being, because there's a big to do about, oh, Darlie was under effects of drugs when they brought her out. Well, I wanted to show my own effects shortly after surgery. And I was on anesthesia for the surgery. And when I woke up, uh, which is probably an hour later, usually about an hour it takes. When I woke up, they came and checked me, asked if I still had pain. I'm like, oh, yeah, because I was. So she shot me with Dilaudid and gave me a Demerol. And then I started filming. And I was pretty coherent. I was high, but I was pretty coherent.